So we're having a heat wave, a tropical heat wave, and but I've been picking some filet beans today from my garden, my home garden, and I think I've actually been sort of neglecting these. It's been so dry, I haven't really been out here, but there's like tons, and these need to be picked like daily when they start to get ready like this. And not that big, they're fairly skinny, but that's how they are. If you let them get too much bigger, they get kind of tough and woody and fibrous, and they're not at all interesting or delightful to consume. So I'm gonna try picking as many of these as I can. I mean, even something as like skinny as this is not that skinny. Because tomorrow, maybe you'll miss it, and then the next day after that, it's going to be woody and fibrous. So, just you have to pick the ones that are, yeah, see this one here is starting to get bumpy. That one might be a little past, but whatever, we'll see how it goes. I'm sure my husband will inform me. He usually I guess he's like a string bean connoisseur, because, you know, if they're not right, he'll be like, I didn't like those beans. Those beans were no good. So I'm sure he'll let me know. Anyway, like I said, there's tons, and holy cow, I really have to catch up on this. So I guess that's what we're having for dinner tonight, probably. Meanwhile, I'm not really sure what I'm cooking in general, because it's just so hot in the house. I actually had an appointment this morning, and I came home and I never went back in because it's so hot. I'm scared to go in the house, and I don't know what I'm making for dinner. Maybe I'll just make a simple quickie meal. Alright, so that emergency is past. Hopefully those people are okay, whoever is having the trouble. Yeah, so I'm not sure what I'm making for dinner. I already have some tuna and macaroni salad put together inside. I've been eating that the last couple days. Honestly, I'm getting a little tired of it, but I don't know. Hey, maybe I could make like a 3-bean salad with these. These would be nice. With some kidney beans and maybe some garbanzos. I don't know. That sounds good, actually. My mouth is starting to water. So, I got all kinds of stuff happening back here. My tomatoes are starting to flourish. They're getting a little big. I had one sitting here, and I had to move it to this corner. I think I might move another one of these containers to the other side, because there's 3 right here, and they're all kind of getting a little bit bunched, you know, as they grow. And I like them to be able to get enough air circulation and plenty of light. This one here is getting plenty of light. And I just moved this one from that corner over there. I'm not quite sure what I'm putting there. I think I'm going to bring, because on the other side there's like 4 boxes with strawberries. And I've been wanting to bring them over here because that neighbor is, I don't know, I think, well, he says he's going to sell the house. He's been trying to sell the house for a couple decades now, but I don't know. Maybe it'll finally come through. And, you know, I don't want to get stuck with not being able to find places to put my stuff. So I need to bring that stuff over here before the space gets eaten up by something else. So So yeah, I think I might put a couple of them over here and maybe something else over here. Anyway, the space is very quickly getting smaller. This over here is where I planted a couple of the Cherokee purple tomatoes that Miss Linda gave me. That's one. And oh no, this one died. Bummer. So I don't know. I started it late, and I've never had a lot of luck with Cherokee purple. I was telling Miss Linda about that. That's why she sent me the seeds. But I was having a lot of hope about that. I'm not saying that this one won't succeed, but I don't know. I don't think that maybe Cherokee purple is not the variety for my area. I think maybe that's it. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. I mean, it might still come back and do something. Meanwhile, I have another tomato right there. And then this box here has 4 tomatoes in it. There's peas also that are on the wane, which, I don't know, they almost look like they're probably done for. They're all crispy over here. This one's crispy. This one's getting crispy. But then this one's not. However, it's not putting out any new flowers. So I think that they're probably done, but I'll give it another week maybe. In the meantime, look at this. Brachycomb, like the Black River Swan Daisy is the common name for that. Isn't that beautiful? It's the sweetest little thing you ever did lay your eyes on. There's another one. So they go from white to, I guess, lavender to a deeper purple. I think this is like an in-between color here. So they're starting to come up. They're starting to open up. This is it right here. Growing amongst the lantana. So I'm excited about that. Oh, there's another little bud right there. Oh, cute. I'm excited. So, I don't know. There's not a whole lot to say. Alright, I'm going to tell you. So, I'm noticing this over here. But I don't know where the culprit is. Can't find it. I think I'm going to have to resort to getting some diatomaceous earth and just sprinkling it all over the place while the weather is hot and it won't be raining anytime soon. But yeah, I can't find this guy. This here is chickens. One of my chickens escaped and she was just having a good time. But this over here, this is not. This is a slug or cabbage looper. This is probably cabbage looper. This I'm fairly certain is because I know it's not the chickens. I don't think it's slugs. Whatever. I also have these like little babies that were in the greenhouse. They're all kind of mowed down too, so I think that something's in there also. Something's eating this. I can't find it. They must be very tiny yet, so anyway. In the meantime, my corn is reaching for the sky. So I'm excited about that. So the base is like down here. So I guess it's about maybe 4.5 feet tall now. If you were to count, you know, how high the leaf is going up and then bending down. And so the ones back there, those are planted in the ground. And I have a bunch of morning glories, which they're going to be pretty, but you know, they quickly make my garden into a jungle. So I'm probably gonna chop these down soon. I've been meaning to go in there and pull up the morning glories, but I just haven't. I've had too many other projects that supersede my attention. But in the meantime, I don't know if you can see back there. Oh, let's see if I can pull it out. There it is. There's some scarlet runner beans that are starting to flower and growing up this thing. And there's another, where is it? I'm sorry about the shaky. Can't really see it, but there's another bean going up that brown rusty pole. I don't think it's scarlet runner bean because that's not what I planted there. I planted what do you call it? Cranberry beans. I planted cranberry beans amongst the corn because I like to use those because they seem to do like best when they grow with the, that is to say, you know, like there's the Three Sisters thing. You can plant corn and beans and sunflowers and squash. Four Sisters. I don't really like doing that because the beans don't really behave very well. Squash does. It kind of stays usually down on the ground. But the beans, they just kind of go everywhere and they make a big tangle mess. In between the corn, you can't get in, and it's just, I don't know. I don't like it that way. So what I like to do, you know, when I do plant beans amongst is I plant the cranberry bean because it sort of behaves itself. It's in there amongst the morning glories. I really have to get in there. That's becoming an emergency. Anyway, my sunflowers, sorry about that. My sunflowers are taking off. These are actually sunflowers that came in from bird seed that I was feeding the chickens. And there's chicken wire right there. And I guess the chickens weren't interested in trying to sift through behind the chicken wire, so it started to grow through, and now I have this major mess of sunflowers. I just weeded out a bunch because black raspberry. Yum. I didn't want to have all of those sunflowers growing together. It wouldn't be very good. They wouldn't thrive, and then they wouldn't make good flowers. So I decided to pull a bunch. It was a bunch. And look at these chickens trying to get out. Get back. Get back, you slackers. Anyway, so yeah, I had to pull those sunflowers, and I'm hoping that they will do better, but they look healthy. Those are the tallest, healthiest, most robust ones that I left, so hopefully they'll do well. I meant to show you that bean, but too late for that. Anyway, I'm going inside now. I think that it's probably cooled off sufficiently by now. It's like 3 o'clock. It's past 3. So I think the heat's on the front of the house now, so I can kind of cool out in the back. I wish I could just stay outside. But anyway.